Ranging from how the Founding Fathers designed the amendment to the fact that it remains an inalienable right in the Constitution, this study reveals how the Second Amendment has been misunderstood throughout history rather than properly known for protecting individual liberties and freedoms. To begin with, the Second Amendment reads a well regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The founders created the amendment with specific wording in mind aimed at protecting freedoms through the right to bear arms. The purpose of the amendment and the wording of it involved establishing individuals' rights and freedoms and protecting those rights from a tyrannical government. Nothing more, nothing less. The founders wanted to guarantee its future citizens a way to protect themselves from what they had already experienced, such as forced taxation, sedition laws, and other forms of control over the general populace. The words shall not be infringed were specifically used to guarantee those individual freedoms. As William Alston argues in his article, The Second Amendment and the Personal Right to Arms, these three words solidify the fact that the Second Amendment gives individuals the right to bear arms, and the right shall not be infringed or violated or taken away or changed in any way. Government infringement occurred throughout the colonies at the time of the Revolution, including forced taxation and the lack of freedom of speech. Because of this, the founders created an amendment that allowed colonists to protect themselves from any future tyranny throughout the right to bear arms. In the present day, many say the government oversight could never reach such a level, yet during the year 2020, enforced mandates due to COVID caused many to once again purchase firearms and retain that Second Amendment right in fear of government control. There is also another word that is important in the Second Amendment. That is the word militia. While some apply the word to mean just the military, research revealed how former Supreme Court Justice James McReynolds defined the word militia itself, where he stated, "The debates in the convention, the history and legislation of colonies and states, and the writings of approved commentators all show plainly enough that the militia comprised all males physically capable of acting in concert for the common defense." Moreover, James Harrington, who is an American political theologian, stated, "These independent yeomen, armed and embodied in a militia, are also a popular government's best protection against its enemies, whether they be aggressive foreign monarchs or scheming demagogues within the nation itself." Eric Metaxas summarizes this entire point perfectly in his work entitled, "If You Can Keep It, The Forgotten Promise of American Liberty." He writes that militia must be separated from the military in the Second Amendment solely due to the context of the Second Amendment itself. As stated previously during this time, the individuals fought for specific liberties and freedoms. The political jargon of the day is doing a disservice to the meaning of the Second Amendment and the rights embedded throughout the Constitution. The public must stop classifying one another as gun nuts or bleeding heart liberals. Thus, it is necessary to see both sides of the gun control argument while simultaneously understanding the true meaning of the Second Amendment as well. After a clear study of how the amendment is written and the theology behind its words, the amendment comes alive as a fundamental tool to be used in the present day to preserve liberty. It has withstood countless wars, conflicts, and social movements to endure throughout history. Without the amendment, one cannot estimate whether all the rights in the Constitution would remain in use. Yet, with the amendment, one stands assured that all rights are preserved for the individuals within these borders, especially the right to bear arms for all American citizens.